Smash or pass. This video is not only subjective, all these characters are completely fictional, they're not real people.
Hard-kicking fighting machine Chun-Li, one of the greatest martial artists in the world, travels the global tournament circuit, using it to conceal her top-secret mission as leader of an elite group of international crime fighters, known only by their codename, Street Fighter. Killer Bee Cammy, sadistic thrill-seeker Juri Han, intense fixation on Ryu, Sakura Kasugano, and the team of the most amazing waifus ever seen have joined forces with Chun-Li to combat the criminal empire of Shadowloo. They will triumph against the forces of evil. Street Fighter! Smash or Pass Edition. I did a few of these videos with 3D fighters, but not 2D fighters, so it'll be more appropriate to start off with this. As always, I only do the female cast for these videos mainly for efficiency. Most of the time I'll rank their smashability or passability by their looks and personality. For this video, one character will be omitted, and it's you again who will be saved for later. And if you're wondering why I have this instead of the tier list site, well, it's because this one right here has all the cast, but one problem. The portraits are too large, and since it's a large fighting game series, it's gonna get crowded very fast. So that's why I'm using the same program that I Photoshop my thumbnails with.
Chun-Li.
Since the first game didn't have the female characters, we're going straight to Street Fighter 2 with Chun-Li. Chun-Li is an iconic character for a reason. Good looks, good moveset, and oh my god, those legs, they are demi-thick as the kids would say. No, I will not say goon because that is a pretentious way to say perverted, horny, and fapping. I'm only gonna say that when I'm describing a jobber or a lackey. Her personality, she's one of those by-the-book crime fighters. Always determined to take down Bison, or Vega, or Dictator, whatever his name is. And even after killing Bison, oh wait, he keeps coming back, I forgot. Man, just like Heihachi, they don't know when to give him up. In all the games that she's been in, including the crossover games, she's always been a good looker. A real good looker, although I liked her classic outfit with the 2D animations better, especially on how she looked in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And on the artwork, I am trying so hard to look at her eyes when she's spreading her legs up that way. She has a good selection of outfits just like everyone else in the later Street Fighter games, but I'll always prefer her primary outfit from Street Fighter 2. And she has a few more primary outfits, including the one in Alpha. She doesn't look too bad in Alpha, but that skinny suit and that top. I like the hairstyle as well. Oh yeah, she also had a much different outfit in Street Fighter V, that anime series. I don't know, she almost looks like someone else. Like, it could have been a different character with that outfit. She doesn't look bad in Street Fighter 6, although her face can look a bit, I don't know, on the thin side. At least they kept her good looks. Now on smashability or passability. Smash! How could I say no to one of the OGs?
Cammy.
Here's another iconic character, Cammy White. And just like Chun-Li, she has a good variety of primary outfits between games. Most of the time she wears a green leotard with a red beret, also rocking a war paint on her legs. And in some of the artwork, whoa, alright. She is yet another distracting character, but for a different reason. And in Street Fighter Alpha, when she was a doll, she wears a different leotard, this time with the long sleeves, but not the legs unlike the other dolls. Street Fighter 6, she cut her hair to be shorter, which she almost looks like someone else, but still looks close enough to be Cammy. If it wasn't for the bangs, then I wouldn't have recognized her. Still a neat looking outfit. Now on what they did to her in Fortnite, with her classic outfit she wears leggings. Like, why? At least they didn't mess up her face. I mean, didn't they make better outfits for other characters anyway? Some even more faithful than Cammy? It's hard for me to decide which of her classic outfit is better, between Alpha or Street Fighter 2. Even though she stands out compared to the other Shadowloo dolls, I prefer her classic outfit. Her personality is she's yet another by-the-book crime fighter, but this time a former brainwashed doll. And she's also a cat lover. I will say, I do like playing as Cammy more than Chun-Li because At least they didn't change her moveset too much, unlike Chun-Li and many other games. Where are you gonna go? I'm thinking a little more towards, how about next to Chun-Li?
Smash!
I don't mind having some of that Kamito.
Rose.
And now we got Rose, the Lisa of Street Fighter, which in fact, a lot of the characters in Street Fighter were inspired by JoJo in the first place. This fortune teller chick, I barely see her most of the time in the Street Fighter games. There's not much else to talk about her lore-wise other than she's one of those characters that I sense evil in this one person. And then she tries to stop Bison, but almost gets fucking killed by him almost every opportunity. And here I thought Asuka and Sophitia had bad luck. Now, for her looks, well, she looks gorgeous most of the time, especially being stacked upstairs as well, I might add. And in the times where she's in the bathtub, wait a minute, it looks like she's bathing in milk. She's got a good looking outfit, especially with the scarf that she uses as a weapon, like, once again, Lisa. However, even with all of that, she's one of those characters that I don't mind smashing, but I might keep my guard off.
Smash!
Because who knows if I'll get wrapped up in her scarf and get zapped if I piss her off.
Sakura.
Ah yes, the female Ryu. She is so into Ryu to the point where she wants to fight like him. And yeah, she does pull off being another Shoto. A nice change in pace compared to other Shotos. She is one of those characters that I like playing as, but I don't view her in a smashing kind. Even when she grew up in Street Fighter V, I don't find her smashable. I still think kind of a bit on the petite side. Yeah, she does look like Ryu, like kinda looks like Ryu. But again, I don't think I want to smash her. So this one, about right here.
Pass!
A generous pass. Hey, at least she's not slay-worthy. You could do your funny little dance towards Ryu for all I care.
Karin Kanzuki.
Female schoolgirl Kent? Nah. She has a completely different moveset. Unlike most of the Street Fighter cast, she debuted in a manga series involving Sakura, and she appears as Sakura's rival, a Japanese blonde, not the first one you see, and definitely not the last one you'll see in Street Fighter. My god, I can't help but laugh at the description. Miss Karin spandex, you want them? You can't have them. The same brand, but it's made expensively. Legs powered to crush 50 centimeters of solid cement. That's a total lie, of course. Her uniform's more than I can bear. Eyes, they look like Ken's. Like Sakura, she has a more decked out school uniform. Kinda like some of the characters in rival schools, like Hinata and the Camera Girl. Street Fighter V, she wears a more formal and modest outfit, which fits her more. Once again, it's hard to decide which one is better. Since I'm in my 30s, I was born in the 90s, of course I'm gonna like the original outfit better. Personality-wise, she's a rich girl. In Alpha, she was kind of a snobby rich girl, but in Street Fighter V, she's more like a friendly type of rich girl, like a generous rich girl. Now, I don't mind her, but like Sakura, I don't find her in a smashing kind, especially with the I would rather have her as a friend
Pass!
rather than a girlfriend. I was gonna sing the rich girl, but I'm just gonna end up butchering it, so I ain't gonna.
Rainbow Mika.
Now we're talking. Another Japanese blonde, but this time a wrestler. She almost looks like a busty version of Sailor Moon. She definitely talks like a wrestler, alright, and my oh my, she is a looker. On both outfits, Alpha and 5. Like, as far as wrestler characters go, especially grappling characters go, I kind of prefer her over Zangief because I don't have to roll around the D-pad or joystick to get one of the fucking moves to land. Her personality, however, could be a little better. It's just one of those typical, fight me, I like fighting you, please fight me. The same syndrome Mitsurugi has. Well, then again, how could I say no when she looks that good? especially if both upstairs and downstairs look good. Now, where are you gonna go?
Smash!
Double rainbow all the way!
Junie.
Oh yeah, one of the two dolls that are playable in Alpha 3. She ain't Cammy. Sorry. Even her moveset sucks. Kinda been on the flatter side, both personality even when she's freed, and body. I don't have much to say other than, nah,
Pass!
I'm good.
Julie.
Whoa! Okay, that's better. I still don't have a lot to say other than
Smash!
still keeping my guard up.
Hokuto.
Well, since they're part of the Street Fighter games, why not include them? Hokuto, she went through plenty of changes in the majority of the games that she's been in. Street Fighter EX1, her artwork has her wearing like a archer, like one of those Japanese archer outfits, but her in-game model tells a different story. The sleeves are much longer and she doesn't wear gloves. In the alternate color palette, she doesn't wear the headband at all. Then in EX2, she wears a kimono, which doesn't look bad. Kinda looks like someone else, but not too bad. And then in EX3, they gave her back the original outfit, this time matching the artwork. And then in Fighting EX Layer, she wears a different outfit. Just like the rest of them, she got a bit of a glow up. Now, a lot of the Street Fighter EX characters don't have a lot of lore. Well, that's because the EX series have little to no fucking story to begin with, other than the instructional manuals and the endings. Compared to most of the characters in EX, she's kind of a bit on the boring side. A bit too plain looking and boring looking. I don't find her that interesting looks and gameplay wise, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put you in pass, but
Pass!
you are not slay worthy at least.
Shirase!
Ha! Joke's on you, I already passed her.
Pass!
What makes you think I want to change my mind after she transforms in the first place?
Blair Dame!
This is what I was talking about. There are plenty of better characters than Hokuto, and she's one of them. Looks and gameplay wise. For whatever reason, she only appeared in Street Fighter EX1, and then later she transferred over to Fighting Layer, that underrated arcade game, and then finally came back in Fighting EX Layer. You know, it doesn't matter on both of her appearances, she looks damn fine as hell. Much better moveset than Hokuto, that's for damn sure. At least I can connect those super cancels consistently. She has really good looking supers. Just like most of the EX characters, there's not a lot to say about them other than their appearances and movesets. You go over there
Smash!
next to Mika and Chun-Li. One of the most underrated Street Fighter characters, if not one of the most underrated fighting game characters.
Plum Purna.
Plimperna, Plimperna, Plimperna. Catchy name, decent looks. Well, she changes her outfits between EX1, EX2, but not EX3, and then looking totally different in Fighting EX Layer. That's the nicest I'll say about her, because I don't like fighting against her. I sure as hell don't like how she sounds. Like, she's one of those characters that hurts my ears. And because of that, I would have put her over there, but gameplay wise,
Pass!
yeah, right there. Still not enough to slay.
Sharon.
Another baddie, another looker, and a Street Fighter EX series. And yeah, she definitely looks on a more unique side. And one of those legwear where one side's the pants and the other's not so much of a pants. And she's got a crazy good moveset. Like, surprisingly fun to use. Especially using a pistol and a goddamn M16. However, I got one negative thing to say. Her death scream is a bit too loud, especially when you're going through the credits sequence in EX3, where the female NPCs use her death scream. And what does she look like in Fighting EX Layer? Oh, she looks even more of a baddie than before. What am I gonna do with Sharon? I'm gonna smash her, but she's one of those where, well,
Smash!
if she's packing that much heat, then so will I, just in case if things go wrong.
Nanase.
And we're going down to the petite route again, aren't we? Alright, Nanase. Well, she's kind of like Hokuto, but like I said, more petite. At least she has a funny moveset, along with the Keelix staff that she uses. And then in Fighting EX Layer, not only did she get a complete redesign, they changed her name to Sanane. Kind of like the opposite, where they have the nerf to put two Hayates, one from EX2 and the other Fighting EX Layer. Two different characters, by the way. Even on her redesign, still not doing it for me. I'm not that big on petite looking characters, and she's definitely one of them. So,
Pass!
no thank you. I wouldn't touch you with your 10-foot pole.
Area.
Oh man, another one? Well, at least it's the last of the EX cast, so I'll be quick about this one too. Aside from looking like a nerdy version of Sailor Moon, she's got that funny giant arm, while riding around with her roller skates. She is a funny character, but she doesn't fit my taste.
Pass!
Nope.
Ibuki.
Now it's Street Fighter 3's turn. Now Ibuki, she is yet another character that I like playing as, but I do not view her in a smashing kind of way. Now why is that? Well, her personality is a bit on the immature side. Like kind of like a immature schoolgirl kind. Well, she is a schoolgirl after all. Especially in some of the outfits that she wears in the later games. What are you doing? It looks like you're beatboxing. Yes, she has good looking outfits, but I'll always prefer her Street Fighter 3 outfit the most, where she looks and plays like a ninja. You can make her well stacked as much as you want. You can make look good on those ninja pants of hers, but she needs to grow up mentally and physically for me to smash her. Kind of painful for me to do this, even though I really like playing as her in Street Fighter 3 and the other games, but how about, yeah, right there.
Pass!
The ultimate friend zone kind of pass.
Elena.
Okay, looks like we got a different change in pace here. Elena, now she is an African fighter that also uses capoeira, and she speaks Japanese for whatever reason. Then again, she went to school in Japan, so that explains why she was able to speak Japanese in the first place. I kind of like her animation and moveset even though it's rotoscoped. And the way she is always bending over, that probably means she's quite tall. Like one of the tallest characters in Street Fighter. And as far as her personality goes, she's probably one of the most friendliest and wholesome characters ever in a Street Fighter game. Even when things go down south, she's always in a positive mood. I'm quite fine with that. And sometimes you don't always need like a serious character. Yeah, so I find her charming in a way. So, yeah, if she's that friendly, I'll put her over there.
Smash!
See? I'm not that picky. I can widen my horizon just a little bit. And she is that little bit. Makoto. We got a traditional karate type of character. This time, no special projectiles or spinning kick type of karate. Just simple single strike karate. I do find her badass, but I don't find her cute and hot. Now on the personality, she's quite on the tough side, which fits her just fine. But since this is Smash or Pass, I did say that I will kind of widen my horizon, but at the same time, I am not a saint. Let's move you aside.
Pass!
Right there. Maki. She was originally a playable character in Final Fight 2, and then later appeared in Capcom vs. SNK 2, and then in some of the updated versions of Street Fighter Alpha 3. I'll be honest, I've never played the other two Final Fight games. From what I can tell, she has an okay moveset. She's one of the few characters that uses a weapon, this time one tonfa. Her outfit looks similar to Guy, and we got another Japanese blonde. A different change in pace compared to other characters. Stands out, but still good looking. Not bad actually. So, you'll do fine just there.
Smash!
Ingrid. Oh, her. She was Capcom's attempt at making another Athena. And most of the time it didn't pay off. She originally was going to be in that cancelled fighting game Capcom Fighting All-Stars. Instead, she debuted in Capcom Fighting Evolution, that one game no one asked for. Now, on her looks and personality, kind of petite looking, annoying magical girl. That's what I think of her. Petite, annoying magical girl. She is kind of an annoying character, and somehow she returns in Street Fighter 6. Well, she's gonna come out soon in Street Fighter 6. And the way she looks in that game, like, what the hell is with that outfit? She looks like someone out of Katamari Damacy, especially with what's on her head. What, is she gonna roll around a ball, collecting everything she can? That's what I think of when I look at this outfit. Well, at least you could change it back to her original design. If you give Capcom more money, that is. So, this out-of-place character belongs on
Pass!
the Pass and Slay category.
Viper.
Moving on over to Street Fighter 4, Crimson Viper's turn. She originally was one of the villains in Street Fighter 4, Vanilla, until she got replaced by someone else. She did have a few more moments, especially the one with Hakan. She could get funny when she's like giving other people sass. She's also one of the few characters that already has a family. She has a daughter. She is a MILF. Her design isn't too bad. She kind of looks a bit on the badass side with the suit, but does she really need to open her shirt to reveal some goods? I guess so. Although on her face, her endgame model, she kind of looks a bit like Angelina Jolie. And then in Street Fighter 6, her face looks like the bathtub lifeguard. Her hair is kind of funky, but not too bad. Like almost like a Cammy style ponytail. Speaking of Street Fighter 6, yeah, that's another different type of formal outfit. This time she wears her coat like a cape, and you still see some of the goods upstairs. Although the color palette on the Street Fighter 6 outfit is kind of a bit on the bland side, I kind of wish there was more colors going on rather than just white. At least with the previous outfit, it makes sense with a black and white attire with a purple tie. Now, where is Crimson Viper gonna go? Is she gonna go on the Smash or on the Pass? I would probably smash her, but she's one of those where I'll keep my guard up. Over there.
Smash!
Judy.
Okay, let's get this out of the way. Although, other female characters before her also showed their little piggies. However, I'm not really in the feet. I'm more interested in what's upstairs and what's downstairs rather than the floor. Her design in Street Fighter 4, well, it had to start somewhere. Kind of a basic fighter outfit, but with a very short chest plate. And then in Street Fighter 5, she's really packing upstairs, although they covered the top when she was finally a playable character. And then Street Fighter 6, okay, we get it. Now on her personality, she's buttfuck crazy. She's a sadistic hedonist who takes pleasure in the suffering of others and seeks nothing less than absolute destruction of any opponent she faces. Although she lost her previous Feng Shui implanted on her left eye, she currently works with Helen to oppose Bison. Oh, don't mind me, I was just reading the description over there. And damn it all, it had to be placed somewhere convenient. She did tone down her personality a bit, but I think of her as bipolar. Not like Tira, jolly and gloomy. She's one of the more popular Street Fighter characters. With that amount of these groups, she is quite the fat-paid character along with Chun-Li and Cammy. Juri is one of my favorite Street Fighter characters, but do I view her in that way? Probably, but
Smash!
with extreme caution.
Poison.
Oh, it's that classic Final Fight character. I'm not gonna beat around the bush on this one. I ain't fucking with that. She's got prostitute vibes. And the hat, handcuffs, and whip does not help. You can give her all sorts of outfits, you can make her pretty as much as you want, but I'm not taking those chances. No thank you.
Pass.
Hey, I never said this channel was PC. Decapare. Oh, another doll, and this one looks just like Cammy, but she's Russian and more edgy. This one, this one's another quick decision.
Pass.
You ain't Cammy. I almost forgot you existed.
Lara.
Moving on over to Street Fighter V with Lara Masta, Sean's sister, and whoa. Yeah, she's definitely standing out for two reasons, and I don't need to tell you why. Neat and simple design, although the hair, she has that Sombra hair. She's got a pretty cool moveset with the electricity and stuff, so kinda like a Blanca character but without the charge inputs. Her personality is nothing special, she's just another excited, I wanna fight people type of character. Like I said, a lot of the Street Fighter characters have that personality. Now, do I wanna smash her or do I wanna pass her? I don't mind smashing her, but not as much as the others, so how about over there?
Smash.
That's a nice spot for her.
Menat.
One of many DLC characters and one of many new characters because base Street Fighter V was barren. Here we have Menat, the fortune teller type of character. Wait, wasn't there already one? Rose? Oh yeah, she's Rose's pupil. Okay, alright. Oh, by the way, Jury, we got another one down there. Anyway, this character, she's okay, although a bit on the annoying side, but I don't find her too annoying like other characters. She got a cute personality and she does look cute. She's one of the cuter looking characters. And as for her moveset, she reminds me of Soul Calibur 5's Viola, especially using the orb as a weapon. Now for Menat, I don't mind going out with her, to be honest, so I'll put her, I'll swap. Yeah, you two will be on the same boat as each other.
Smash.
Why not?
Colleen.
Here's another character I forgot. Colleen, Gil's secretary. She originally was an NPC in Street Fighter 3, especially in the endings. She had two different designs. She's got that Russian winter outfit, and then 3, she has that businesswoman, secretary type of outfit with a very unique hairstyle. Her personality, she's quite cold, no pun intended. She's cold towards other people, and especially towards people who defeated Gil. Honestly, there's not a lot to say about her other than her just recruiting people to fight for Gil, or fight for Urien, or something like that. But as for smashing or passing, she would be better off as a one-night stand.
Smash.
Falk.
That's a strange name she's got, and a strange character. Compared to other characters, she is one of the charge characters, but not like back and then forward. No, you're charged by holding one of the punching buttons and then release, and then she'll shoot her projectiles like a rifle. Just like the majority of the Street Fighter V cast, there's really not a lot to talk about other than her looks. This one is also pretty good looking. Now, I don't mind the teal lipstick she got. That's definitely standing out compared to others. From playing the story mode, she's yet another failed experiment that ran away. Well, at least she was able to escape in time with Ed. Although you see Ed in Street Fighter 6 rather than Falk. Oh well. Now on Falk, let's see, she is smash worthy. But is it gonna be like Colin or is it gonna be like the others? I'm thinking more towards over there.
Smash.
Lucia.
3 blondes in a row, and this time we've hit a homer. She was originally from Final Fight 3. Unlike the previous characters, I like her redesign more than her original outfit. Yeah, she looks pretty good on the original outfit. A little muscle is nice. I don't mind a little bit of muscle, but too much muscle? I'll get to that later. I like her redesign more because it's more fitting for her personality and moveset. Speaking of which, she's got a cute personality. I like the New York accent she's got. Yeah, aside from being a police officer and a crime fighter, she's also one of the more cheery ones. And that works with her. She's got way more personality than Falk and Colleen, that's for sure. Now with this one, I would definitely
Smash!
and date her.
Akira.
I was going to omit her and save her for later, but since she's part of the Street Fighter universe, let's throw her in. So the deal with Akira is that she was originally a character in rival schools. She was a student in Ghetto High School and then transferred to Seijun High in Project Justice. She is on the flatter and petite side, but there's a reason for that. To team up with Edge and Gon to find her brother Daigo. Unfortunately, as much as I like playing as her in both of the games, I don't find her smash worthy. She is yet another character that is too petite for my liking. I'm sorry my dear, but you're gonna be in the same boat as Ibuki.
Pass!
Kimberly.
And finally with Street Fighter 6, I have plenty to say about these new characters. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it with these characters, so expect to see me being blunt. Her design, mostly the outfit, isn't too bad, but the face, I don't know. I only like her primary outfit. The other ones, not so much. But there's one thing that puts me off with Kimberly. Her personality could also be better. She's just a typical millennial that's obsessed with 80s music. And a weeb. At least her being a weeb is excusable because she was trained by Guy. She is the trend follower, which explains her social media obsession. So anyway, is she smash worthy or pass worthy? Personally, I think she's pass worthy.
Pass!
Manon.
Now Manon, she's better compared to Kimberly. Her outfit is on the more simple side, but sometimes simpler is better. She's also got that Xianghua hair, but pink. Her outfit doesn't look too bad, but her face is a bit off. Like, a little bit off, but not ungodly bad. I mean, I've seen worse. Personality? Another fighter that likes to fight. Go figure. This time she's a celebrity, like a Lady Gaga type of celebrity, which is why she has that other alternate outfit in the first place. Now on Manon, well, I could give her a try,
Smash!
but she might do those command throws at me if I mess up on my movement. Oh, hang on, no need to be that close to each other.
Marisa.
This is what I was talking about earlier. Little muscle like Lucia, tiny muscles, I can get by. But when a female character is that bulky, it's a turnoff for me. I'm sorry. There is a thing as too much, and she is the embodiment of too much. As for her hair, I thought it was a helmet because of the shape and color, but nope. Good thing she has one to begin with. She's one of those characters where they're trying so hard to please everyone by playing it safe. At least it's a brand new character instead of ruining a prior one. I mean, imagine if that was a legacy character like, oh good god, what have they done to Blair Dame? Or, what the hell, that's not supposed to be Lucia. At least her face isn't too bad. I'm sure she's got a pretty good moveset. I mean, damn, she hits hard. I'll give her that. Again, I'm not gonna go nuts deep about her lore because she's just another fighter that wants to fight. And it's pretty obvious at this point. This is yet another Street Fighter 6 character where I'm going to have to pass. You'll be there next to Kimberly.
Lily.
Nah. I'm not even going to tell you why. Too petite. Too young.
Pass!
Definitely no.
Aki.
Last character as of this video. What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, that's a Street Fighter 6 character? Oh, good lord. She is unique looking, but not in a good way. Sometimes unique isn't always good, and she definitely fits on that category. I mean, we already got someone else who fits that category anyway, but not on this level. She's just a worse Juri Han mixed with Fang, but more creepy. Fang was a forgettable character to begin with. At least I won't forget her. In my nightmares along with zombie monks wearing a basket. Yeah, That's
Pass!
yeah. Definitely a pass. I don't even want to know what's going on with her lore. Okay, that's the end of the Street Fighter Smash or Pass tier list. Let's count how many I could smash and how many I can pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know, if I omitted Akira, then it would have been a tie. Still, I'm fine with the results. We could go with this. So anyway, do you agree or otherwise, and what other series do you want me to cover in the next Smash or Pass? Now then, which one of you three wants to team up with me? Oh, right, you can join in too if you want. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more of my stuff, subscribe and hit the bell, okay? Thanks, bye.